Well, I'm gonna try to finish this fender up. Looks like I might be able to save this right here. I don't know. It's pretty rough. I'm going to cut out everything here that I don't think I can work with, and make my new patches and start moving on this. I'll whack it out and show you what it looks like. Well, I'm just doing small pieces here, try to round this. This is a template I made for the fender, and I'm just matching this bottom curve up. You can see that top one's got to be changed quite a bit, but this is a little template for the front of the curve, and I'm doing real good here. I've got it centered on the round rod. I curve it just a little bit here, the lengthwise, and then I'm forcing it in to the center of the rod, and this should be bigger than this patch here. You can see this inside one here, that's actually a pretty good curve, but it's starting way late and needs to be up here somewhere. So I got to pull this whole piece up. This curve is pretty good, but it's got to start right in here somewhere to match the other fender. So actually this don't look that bad, but following that curve, it comes way inside this fender, so I got to pull that whole thing out. So the next thing I'll do is, I don't know whether I'll make something to hold this out. I don't know if I can pull it out in one piece or what. Looks like it's coming out pretty good. I actually need a little curved piece of metal to put in there. I may just make a metal template to this curve and tack it onto the fender, and then I can pull this out. I don't know what I'll do, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just doing this real slow, a couple pieces at a time, and I'll get this fender done. I'm going to do this part first because it's all kind of moving fairly easy. This patch up here, I don't know what's going to happen to it. I think I'm going to have to replace that whole piece there. I'll know for sure once I get this one up, because you can see the fender's flexing there. When I bend this around, it's changing the whole fender. So I just need to dolly that out and get the curve right. I don't think I can make one piece that'll fit this whole thing here. Once you put a curve in this stainless, it really doesn't want to go into a compound curve. I don't know. Just keep pressing on. Now I just keep plugging along. I'm doing little pieces, cutting out the bad. I'm trying to get my template to match. Of course, this Fender's not gonna, but right up in there it's just about perfect. Right here it's really close. Here it needs to be beat out a little, but I can't really go pounding on this a whole lot until I get it welded up good. But I'm just moving along. My next piece should solve this curve problem. This thing, that was a good piece of stainless. I don't know what I'll do there, but it's not nowhere near the shape I need it. Might be able to split it and move two pieces. But anyway, I gotta get this one here first, and then I'll work on that piece there. The next patch is done. I cut it a little small, so I had to patch this in here with a welding rod. But the curve is still pretty good. I'm then probably 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 here. This one was really good, but looks like I pulled this top one out a little too much. But basically, this is all the same curve. Looks like I got a little low spot right here, a little high right there, but a little lower right in here. Basically, it's pretty straight, and I'm just gonna go across it here and tack it up a little better, fill any kind of holes I got, and I can grind it down, and then I can use my dolly to get my final shape that I need. But I'm pretty close. And comparing this part of the fender, that's right about just in front of the tire, to this one over here, it's about the same. Got me another project here. I picked this up. These lawnmowers are kind of expensive. I got this one for 75 bucks. Been sitting out, needed some work, but the motor runs real good. Carburetor's plugged up. I'll make another video of that here next day or so, cleaning that out and getting it running. Well, here's Mr. Fender mostly done. I finished welding it up. I gotta grind all this off. This patch is pretty good. Got a pretty good place across there. I need some more grinding right in here. I saved half of this one. I welded it up. I had a big gap in there once I pulled it up. I filled this up with a piece of coat hanger. It looks pretty good. Got a little grinding in here to do. I don't think I'm going to try to save this. I think I'm going to just cut that weld off of there. And by put my template on it. It's pretty straight across there. I still have to dolly it quite a bit, and I still got a lot of grinding. I'm just paying attention up here to this front part. It's pretty decent. There is quite a bit of grinding needs to be done right in here for sure. Looks like I got a little low spot here, but that's all right. Most of this will get knocked out. I might have a few little tiny dents in it. This is all welded up good across here. Need a couple of little spots. This one, I need to put some more weld on that. And of course, I got quite a bit of grinding here to do. It takes a long time to try to do it as best I can to save myself grinding time, but when it starts blowing holes, the only thing you can do is wind up with a big old chunk of weld like right here. This hole blew all the way up into the top of the weld, so. But it's all welded good, plenty strong on the inside. I got another at least an hour of grinding to get that done. I worked on this up in here some more, filled a few holes. But basically, it's the right shape, fairly symmetric. I can't believe it took me all day to do that. Well, I didn't work solid all day, but at least 4 hours. So it looks like I'm going to have some fun right up in here. This piece is going to be all right. It's pretty much a straight curved piece. I'll probably make this whole long piece here one shot. And I'm going to have to cut that, at least part of this one out, at least cut it. This is a good joint right here. But I'm going to cut all this weld out of here. Try to make it straight. We will see. Lost my focus. So enough for today. I'll hit it again tomorrow.